What's good, everybody? This is the FMAP podcast with your host, DJ Punch.
And I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, CoolAzzCam.
And as always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by Innovative Culture. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole shabam boo, baby, at innovative.culture. Make sure you follow the podcast as well at the FMAP podcast. And you might as well follow me as well at I am DJ Punch. Shit, he ain't gonna say it because he always like to tell people to Google him. He a little too cool for school, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it for following purposes. Cause
spell it out, Punch.
Shit, man. Follow the homie CoolAzzCam at CoolAzzCam. And this motherfucker, don't be a dumbass and put ASS.
That's right.
Speaking of dumbass motherfuckers, man, I've been having an issue with this DoorDash shit lately. So I've kind of noticed, especially with the Rona cracking, that they're getting real disrespectful with the portions at these specific locations.
It's like Chipotle.
Well, listen, bro. When I go to Chipotle, first of all, if they make it in front of you, more than likely they rip the burrito because they don't know how to roll a fucking burrito to begin with.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So off top, you already telling me you overstuffing that bitch. So why is it that when I get my burrito through Grubhub, my shit is perfectly rolled and it seems like there's more that could have went in that bitch?
That got me too, Punch.
It's like, look. Panda Express already known for skimping on the fucking portions, right? So not only do you not have to look at me while you scoop my fucking portions anymore and like do it in front of my face, but now you don't have to look at me. So now I get less.
Right.
I take real issue with that when I have to pay this extra funky ass $2.99 to get your ass from down the street. First of all, I'm lazy for getting it from down the street, but serious. But like, you know, that's besides the point. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me to have to pay $2.99 for you to, you know, do a hop and a skip over here and bring me my shit.
I'm getting less food too. Like, come on.
Most of these places is forcing you to fucking tip on top of all that.
They doing portion control now, Punch, right? With the Rona and all this stuff that's going on.
Fuck that got to do with me.
These restaurants been losing money because they can't have no dine-in guests, right? So they occupancy, all that has went down drastically.
Yeah.
So now the only way they can try to make some money is by rationing the portions.
I would like to measure the scoop at Panda now, like pre-Rona to now. Because it's like at some point they used to make it look like they was giving you some like a little extra and then shake it off and then kind of like the weed man do you know what I'm saying? Like the weed man act like he put a little 0.2 on there extra for you, but he don't because he shake it off later.
He tell you, yeah, I hooked you up.
Yeah, but like nah, bro, you didn't. You didn't do none of that
half
shit.
A point. That shit don't even change the scale.
Exactly.
You know,
like it's some bullshit, bro. I'm just saying, man. They getting real disrespectful, charging the $2.99. Not only that, but you gon' ration on the portions on some real disrespectful shit.
Stop skipping Punch, yo.
Stop skipping me,
Don't
man.
skimp them.
Don't skimp me, man. That's some bullshit. I hate. I'll smoke a skimpy ass blunt, but these Chipotle skimpy ass burritos are a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Can't fuck with it.
Can't fuck with them anyways,
fuck
bro.
With my food. No.
Well, shit, man. Look, check this out. We got two dope ass guests in the building. You know them from Just a Dope Ass Podcast. You can hear them on Thursdays and on Saturdays.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
I'm surprised I did. I'm like, man, okay, I be really checking them out.
Right.
Anyways,
I feel loved.
I want to introduce the homies. TJ's been here before, and we got the homie DC here for the first time. What up, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for having us, man.
I thoroughly enjoy coming here because it just gets to the brass tacks. Like that was intense dialogue about Chipotle, and it's topics like this that the people really need. Like,
Bro, I've seen them fuck up like my homeboy's order in front of me to where he even called the restaurant specifically and was like, look, bro, I just put an order in Grubhub. Mm-hmm. This is what I mean when I say bye, 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 bye. Why the fuck they still fuck it up?
I mean,
I called you to confirm.
In this situation, you got to go back to the mom and pop Chinese joints because you know they make it to where you can't even close the box.
Look, bro,
if it wasn't for the pandemic,
let me tell you how big of an issue.
You wouldn't be in Panda.
Wait a
now.
minute, no. Let me tell you how big of an issue it is, and I'm glad you said that, bro, because this is how big of an issue it is. Look, I have here in my notes specifically. I put
notes.
Listen, specifically, even the hood Chinese spot that would pride themselves on overstuffing that fucking combo plate short you.
Oh.
I went out of my way to write that.
Wow.
So you got to show up in person.
Exactly.
Like
I have
Debo.
to look at you.
What was that, a Yelp?
You gotta risk your life. For
Nah, that was me just writing notes.
I thought you made a Yelp review.
Sometimes I sit around and just write notes.
This is.
I'm gonna write a stern letter.
I should start a blog.
Wildly Mad Max
Or Twitter.
Like you really gotta risk your life, Rona, to get proper like rationing food.
Yeah, because it
Niggas,
forces them to.
Outside. That's crazy.
But I think that works in our favor because when you there in person, they get to see me. Like I'm not a little dude. That portion ain't gonna work. If you gotta look up and be like, "What's your order?" That means this little
Fuck
shit
that,
that
You
bro.
make that eye contact like, yeah, you
Fuck
better
y'all.
put an
Fuck y'all.
extra
You know what
half a
time
scoop in
it
there.
is.
I pull up, them niggas looking at me like, nah, we gonna half your shit. You look like you don't need to fucking get this extra scoop. Like, fuck you.
You gotta go in hoodied up, man. You gotta go in there masked up, hoodied up. Like, look here,
Tell 'em,
motherfucker.
oh, you think you funny, huh?
No, not even funny. Like, I appreciate you trying to help me, but fuck you.
You got to use the cheat code.
What's
I be
the cheat
sending
code?
black women in to get my food.
Oh.
Like go eat with a black woman, like my
Yeah.
sister,
Oh,
my mom. Yeah, like go.
They're really, really nice girls.
Yeah, you go with your lady, like, or your fake. Like, that would be a service if I would like get black women to just go do things for people, like, oh, like, you know, go get food, go get a refund, or they fucked up on this.
Yeah.
There's nobody better than
A black woman.
Yeah, like
Gonna
I
get
feel
it done.
like I feel like
They
yeah, I
gonna
feel like
get
I'm
the
a sizable
business
man. I have no power like a black woman has of getting shit like fixed. You fucked up my order. We could have ate the shit. You fucked it up and make me a whole new one and keep that for free.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm missing 3 peas out this damn rice.
Yeah.
Listen, in that
Remake this shit
position,
for ASAP.
I'm definitely okay with being that little dog next to the bulldog.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I'm-
what we gonna do today? Like, you got like,
Or
I'm
the-
coming in like
yeah.
that.
I would say the really, really nice girl. Like the girl that likes to talk a lot, really compliments everybody. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, how long have
No,
you
they
been here?
yeah,
They gonna
that-
make sure that you get extra just because she was being nice. I'm not. Look, that's what I want. I'm not.
He's
The
like, I
sooner
know what I
you
want.
handle it, the
Let's just
sooner I
come
can
on.
leave. I want this right here. Just hand it to me and we can go about our day. I know you want to go home. I know you want to go. You don't want
I
to
think
be
that's
here.
the biggest issue.
You don't want to be
They
here.
feel like they got to get back at you for having to work there. Like, you got to be fucked up.
I didn't I didn't put
It
in an
ain't my
application for
fault
you.
that
Yeah.
you applied for this job.
I didn't put in an application for you. I support
That's a
you
bar.
being here. And if you hook it up, I'll give you a little extra. Matter of fact, I'll keep coming back. If it's a small business, I'll keep coming back to support you if you really hooking it up.
I've returned to a Chipotle plenty of times just because, like, she would hook me up with the little free burrito voucher once in a while, and it was like once in a while. It wasn't even like I think you cute once in a while. It was like once in a while, like I see you enough. You know what I mean? Like that type of once in a while.
I know you're gonna come back in a couple
yeah,
days. So
and
I'm
it
gonna
worked
give you a
on
little
me. I
coupon,
came back.
you know?
Shit.
But that's how you're supposed to take care of your repeat customers, though. If you see somebody come into your establishment and they in there on a regular basis spending money with you, wouldn't you give them some type of like incentive
That's
to
building
keep
relationships
coming?
right there.
Building relationships. So she was great for marketing for that company. That's she not even getting a check for that.
Ah, shit. I think she got fired.
But
I don't think for me, but I
She
don't
made
know.
sure that it was a repeat customer that kept coming back. Because if you didn't get them discounts like that, you probably not thinking about it as much.
At all.
Nah, it's Chipotle, bro. I'm thinking about it as much.
You start seeing a coupon for
I
something
fuck
that you
with
like
Chipotle.
a lot, you're gonna want to go there even more.
I fuck
better
I mean,
than me.
I feel like she's fired for doing that at Chipotle. Like I've had that done at like you said, like it was like a mom and pop, like
yeah.
it was one of those like pho restaurants.
Yeah.
And like I was going there often, and the dude was like, "You come here a lot," and every time I went in that shit like 3 times in 1 week, and bro was like, "You get a free Thai tea," and I was like, "You own it," and like you're not like he pimped me. I was like, it costs you nothing," but in my mind, I was like, he fucking with me, and I just kept coming back.
He got giddy.
He showed
I
you
was like,
He
oh,
got
nigga,
giddy.
yeah. I was like,
Oh,
thanks,
man,
man,
come on.
thanks.
he showed you appreciation for being a repeat customer.
Most definitely. And you supporting a small business
Right.
as opposed to this
Give me this
corporation.
diabetes in the cup, fam. Like,
Shit.
That Thai TV,
Man, that
hit,
shit
no.
is-
It's gonna work on you. And you
Diabetes
and you
in the
lactose.
How much
I
sugar
got
is in the Thai
hypertension and
tea?
I got bubble guts.
It's got to be like, it's outlandish because you can taste it. I'm like, you can taste it already. Like, there's no reason any human being should be drinking this much sugar in one thing.
You ever go
And
into
whole
the
milk.
Yeah. You ever go into the doctor's office and it has that chart and it shows you how many spoonfuls of sugar is in like Coke
Yep.
and like, Starbucks and all that shit. Like they ain't got that bitch up there. They ain't gonna
Nah,
put that
they
bitch
No,
don't.
on.
they ain't put no Thai tea. We use honey. We don't use refined sugar.
Yeah, whatever.
They not gonna give up the secret. They not gonna tell you how much they put in there.
No, they really.
We
for,
started
like,
with sugar cane.
No, like the mom and pop ones, you could tell like they really be like getting over on that. Like I feel like they might be bullshitting, but you can see them like they have their own personal teas and like the home jug. Because I one time went and thought like I could do this shit myself. Like I know how to Google. I went to the stores. They was like, look, man, we just got regular tea. I was like, wow, these niggas really
This is a regular tea.
this is fun. Like they was trying to hand me Lipton. I was like, nah, give me the. And I was like an asshole trying to describe. I need the shit in the homemade jar. The
sweet shit. I need that
I need
shit.
you.
It's the same
like,
thing, boss.
yeah, you can give me the half and half, but I need the homemade. Y'all don't got the.
It's the same. Look, it's
Yeah.
the same. Look, it has the same original properties as the original mix from probably like
You got to drive through the alley
1983 when they fucking made that shit to begin with. It's the same
You gotta drive through after hours.
Drive through the alley after hours, and you can see all the boxes and shit they order and realize, what's the same shit I could get in the store? And you realize it's a hustle. Like, oh, okay.
That ain't nothing but Carnation
I don't
Instant
think
Milk.
we're on the same. I'm talking about some deep marinating in these flavors with shit.
I think some do. I
We
think
used to
some
talk
do
about
that.
team on it.
But then you ever go in on like those like the real Asian stores where they get like, I walked in there one time trying to be fancy, and I was gonna get beat the fuck up. They was just like, these niggas trying to learn the secret, bro. Like, you can't be like,
Why you looking around the corner over there?
Thinking you plankton trying to get the
yeah,
Krabby Patty secret
dead
formula.
ass. They was like, oh shit, the fuck is this motherfucker doing in here? And like every time I hit the corner and there was somebody working on the aisle, they was like, I was like, okay, I don't
purposely
even-
sit you
I don't even
away
want
from the
this shit
kitchen
no
where you
more,
can't look
honestly.
in.
Like, yeah, you know, I know
Y'all scaring me.
Yeah,
Shit.
y'all know y'all niggas back here chopping up like, you know, like endangered dolphin. I don't care. Like
Endangered dolphin?
Yeah, like
I believe it.
As long as that chili paste on it, I don't care.
I really don't. I'm like, yeah, kill that motherfucker. Fuck it, man.
He said, give me the chili garlic
Yeah, I
sauce.
would
That's
be
all
on
I
that.
want.
What's the weirdest shit y'all rate?
Ass.
That's pretty weird. Yeah. That
You
takes
think that's weird? As normalized as that shit is.
It's normalized now.
Bro,
Yeah, now.
ass is
When was
weirder
you
than
eating ass,
any
though?
type of animal that's out there.
When was you eating ass? Before it was normalized?
I
or-
believe
Oh, yeah.
so.
Ass.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Eating ass.
Feces comes out of an ass, though.
We've heard that shit before. B.
Urine
2021.
comes out of vagina.
Yeah, they bleed.
And
Shit, whole
blood.
babies, whole people come out that
Right.
motherfucker. Like,
Whole people.
yeah, you know what I'm
Whole
saying?
human
Like,
being.
Hold on.
Whole
Fuck
human
me
being.
up right now.
like whole human beings just
Hey,
fall
look,
up out
I
that bitch.
just had the Miracle of Life video play in
Hey,
my
look,
head when you said
as
that
you
shit
should.
for fucking health class.
There's nobody on this earth that you have
I
met
looked
or
at that video a
seen
little
that hasn't come
differently
out
than
of a
everybody else in the
vagina.
class.
I started to, and then
I was into that video just to see a pussy.
I was just wondering why she had so much hair.
Hey, I want to back you up.
In reality, that's
because there's somebody who hears that's gonna be like, nah, man, this is high school. Your prom.
No
horniness
Pornhub.
is
No
horny is through
Pornhub.
the roof. I've said this. Yeah, there we go. That's a good thing. No Pornhub. You people didn't live like you kids out there. What the fuck am I looking? You kids out there.
There you go.
You've got Pornhub and X videos. You motherfuckers didn't live through the free thing. You had to be there. Okay, I got 10 minutes on this one and open up 5 more sites because y'all didn't live through that. So like
Fake
that
ass
makes
Britney
sense.
Spears
They didn't
pictures
have
on
to live-
steakandcheese.com.
They didn't have to live through trying to download a 30-minute fucking scene, but it buffers and you only get like
Oh,
the
bro.
first couple seconds
I
at a
already
time.
had my
until-
plan. Listen.
That was them
Before I
LimeWire
would-
downloads.
You
Before I would
ready
go
to
to-
risk
me
it
3
all.
days
Have
to
your
download
laptop
this 10
aged.
minutes.
Bro,
Scene.
before I would go to sleep, I would hit download on that bitch, and then I would go to sleep, wake up in the morning, I'd have a gift. Like it'd be good to go.
He's ready.
I'll be ready.
I'm thinking back like
That's how you time it.
overnight. I'm prepared.
Overnight, you
I was the
I'm
only
prepared for
child.
my nut tomorrow.
And you open the file and it'd be some bullshit. It'd be
was-
one of them,
That's the type of
them
shit you can
bullshit
do.
audio
Listen,
files.
he was
That's a-
meal prepping.
That's some type of shit. That's some type
Planning
of
out
shit
for
that
the
you do
week.
when you're an only child, because you don't have to worry about like trying to schedule your shit into where you got, oh fuck, so and so gonna be home. Like, no, I got
second
my own room. You got me fucked up.
And
Gener-
the desktop was in my room.
Generations are so weird because this was said with the
desktop. I haven't jacked off in front of a desktop and
See?
there are kids, but see, there are kids that don't even know what that is. Like you have to like keep it if you in the room. If you like got lucky enough for your room was where the family computer was, you got to wait till weird hours of the night because you don't want it to cut off because if it cut off, cut on and make too much noise.
Yep.
The fact that this is said with the fervor that motherfuckers like from 1930 said like that lived through Pearl Harbor and shit, like you motherfuckers don't know struggle and we're talking about porn. Like our generation is mad weird.
That's fine, and I'll accept that.
That's fine. Yeah,
I'll accept that because it comes with free porn and other things like that. Like I don't use it, but did you like obviously OnlyFans and shit like that? You don't even have to touch a bitch to treat her like I don't want to say treat her like a prostitute, but like pay somebody for some type of sexual
sex worker.
Sex
now,
worker. I'm
you know,
sorry.
like-
Sex worker. I'm
But
sorry.
for them,
Gotta be
it's a
politically
lot more
correct.
comfortable because you can call them a slut over the internet and they don't have to fucking feel so ashamed because
I don't
it's
think
like
they would
you're
feel
not
ashamed because
you're
if
not
they're
saying it
okay
in
with
person.
that shit
They
over
call
the internet, I think
themselves
they'd
that
be okay
now.
with that.
No, but a lot of them they gonna feel a certain type of way with a personal interaction face to face. But when you have this shit through a computer, it's like you got 100 other motherfuckers that's probably saying the same shit at the same time and they just laughing because they don't
that.
really gotta say it.
And that depends. Don't they like that depends if you like even are really talking to this motherfucker? Because like, do they all like? Do you interact with them on OnlyFans, or is it just
I don't
like
think so.
I'm about to bust it open and you're just like
listen,
a name?
I got-
You pay extra for that.
Let me speak.
You
I
got-
subscribe to OnlyFans, but it's only one account, and it's only because I keep forgetting to unsubscribe.
Man, you say that shit every other
And I
episode,
feel-
and
and I
you still
feel
ain't
it.
unsubscribed.
It's still
from that
rolling.
shit.
It's still
Because you
rolling. It's
want that
okay.
shit.
But I don't look at it.
Who is it?
No, but look,
is the
like the
question.
porn stars and things like that. You know, these strippers that feel like they own and whatnot. They
And more.
the ones that have these big ass OnlyFans accounts, the ones that go out and try to charge fucking $19.95 a fucking month for subscriptions, things like that. They say this is the
that's
only
cheap.
place where I answer DMs or where I interact with my fans and things like that. So people were signing up thinking that they about to have that shot.
You think that's what the draw is?
So if
everybody
somebody
thinks
says-
that they're
I do
going to be
think-
able to get their fair shot.
I think there is like an idea that this will be like my own weird personal interaction, not like with this individual. Like you watching Pornhub, for full well this is a set or whatever. This motherfucker, I
Not
don't know.
always. Sometimes it's the
Or even
amateur
that.
one. It'd be like,
It's a
boom,
hotel
Well,
room.
those be the ones that hit,
boom.
but you don't know them. I think you're right. I think the cell is like
How I go for
They go boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom. That's when you know this is amateur as fuck.
that's actually
Evasive Angels or some shit like that.
Fuck
They got
Evasive
them
Angels.
niggas.
That's
They
that
used to
legit shit. I don't like legit shit.
But
no
that's
more.
how they beats was. But
they used to.
If they got Baby S on the track, you know damn well. Because for some reason, Baby S was always making damn porn. He wasn't making no albums, but he was
I
making
saw
all these damn.
I saw Yuck
porno
Mouth in the
intro.
porno one time in the beginning of one. Yuck Mouth was in the backyard before these bitches got smashed by the pool. He was
It
like,
was one of them Evasive Angels. Was it like all them niggas was fucking around? Like,
Appropriating the culture.
yep.
Hilarious.
Even DJ Yellow, remember he had his own little.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, NWA.
DJ
Yep.
Yellow had a pool?
Yep.
He was making that was
He
his
like-
career.
Yeah, he was making them.
He was
like,
making.
he, had,
He
like
was
a whole
producing
career
them,
out of them.
filming the whole night. His whole hand was in there. No
Didn't
pun
Snoop
intended.
have like a
Dog
a
Vision. Dog Vision.
Snoop did it. 50 Cent did
Putting
it.
out full films, they had a whole production.
So what's the
company.
business like now for porn?
Honestly,
I think it
I
comes.
really don't know.
It comes free. Like an OnlyFans comes free with a high school
So
diploma.
where's the
these
money
days.
at?
But you
then,
still got sites like Brazzers and Reality Kings and
yeah,
the
like
big
those
ones, right? The
companies.
big
Like where are
budget
they
ones.
making their money? Because they're still producing. They're still putting out content.
I think that's all through contracts, and then they still have people that sign up for their sites.
Because I don't see no stop in the middle of fucking and being like, hey, this fucking is brought to you by.
I'm assuming there might be people who really like are still into I like porn. Like,
Right.
I like my porn to be
Scripted,
porn.
all of that.
Yeah, I want this porn experience. Like, fool me, and it'd be like, yeah, you want your pipes clean? Like, motherfuckers probably like this shit. Like,
I think it's kind of like
And the plumber
independent
walk in.
contract.
yeah, you know,
plumber
they're like,
walking.
yeah,
He
motherfuckers
down there
like,
under the sink
all
trying to
that
fix
shit.
the pipes, and she's standing there with the dress with no drawers.
Cam seen that one.
Yeah, it's a couple of them.
People want
That's
that,
real
They want that
cliche.
fantasy.
You
They
know?
want the storyline.
That's real cliche.
But a lot of them, I think, it's kind of like independent contractors because you'll see some of the porn stars like on Instagram. They're promoting whoever they're
How
working
easy is it to start like a porn production company? Because it's like it seemed like so many people was out there doing that shit. Everybody now, when
All you
people
need is
start to
an
get
iPhone.
stimulus
All
checks,
you need is
a
an
lot of
iPhone.
niggas turned into porn stars.
Most
They
definitely.
like, oh, well, it only cost me $1,500 to get this porn star right here for fucking an hour, 2 hours, or whatever.
Now, I have seen this on Pornhub before, where it's like somebody who has had a big following, they got a bunch of videos, you be like, and they're fucking, and then they have like the paid portion of Pornhub where they doing some wild shit. Like, I'm doing regular fucking over here,
Right.
and in the paid version, somebody's in my ass. I'm like, oh, okay, well,
And
that's
then those are like individual videos that you got to pay for. It'd be
Yeah.
like $30 each one.
So wait a
and shit
minute.
like
So you
that.
got to pay for a subscription. Not only do you have to pay for the subscription, but you also have to pay for what's on the menu. if
That's
you
the
want something.
hustle.
if you want
That's the
that
hustle.
extended content.
Yeah, you like niggas be like, I really like seeing her get fucked, and now she's selling me that she's gonna get fucked in this weird, extreme way, and it's like, fuck that shit. Nigga.
You pay for the salad bar,
But
Sizzler,
you
if
paying
want
for
to stay,
somebody,
that's
you
extra.
paying to watch
plenty
somebody
regular.
else fuck
Yep.
her. That's ultimately what it come down to.
So you're tricking.
for somebody else's
You
pleasure.
tricking.
Full circle,
Yo.
Cam. What's up? You
Full
tricking?
circle,
It's
you
tricking.
tricking.
That's tricking.
We finna be Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
She
think.
not even saying your name in the video that you
I
just
think-
paid for.
I think between-
like you know what I'm
It's the
saying?
most
bro?
impersonal shit.
She's not
I
even
feel
saying
like
your
that's a
name. Like
stock
it's not
video
even a
that's been
personal
shot.
video.
Can you like I think
She over there
niggas, like,
talking to
request
Greg
that,
or
like,
whatever the
whatever-
fuck
You
his
got
name
you
is.
have,
Say-
you have to pay
Fuck
extra
yeah.
to request that
I want you to,
specific video to
you
get your
fucking
name.
him, but in the
Hold
middle
on.
of it say Daryl.
Hold on,
like,
wait a
so
minute.
you know it's
I had
me.
a, listen,
Like,
I had a homeboy who got he got tricked on what is that? Pornhub Live. I guess he was subscribing to that shit.
The
Damn.
community joint.
Yeah, he would fucking sit there and he thought he was camming back and forth with Tiana Trump. Well, I guess like a month into doing that shit and spending bread all the time, turns out a video comes out that shows Tiana Trump getting out of jail, and it's like, this bitch been in jail for like 6 months. Turns out he was just looking at like a kind of like a replayed video of this bitch
For
just
a
fucking
month?
for
I
a
can't
month.
say that I feel bad for homie.
But
to
she
be
had
honest with
enough
you.
stock videos to hit for him to think that it was different every
All
time.
right, but
But
let
like
me
he
tell
wasn't
you.
didn't
giving
do
no
your due
requests.
diligence?
Like even in
No,
the
with no request. That was like part of the thing he said. It was like no request. Because I asked that same fucking question because I was like, nah, bro, something, you had something. He was
Now,
like, no, I just
that's
thought she
where-
was keeping it super like, I do what I do and that's it. I'm like, nah, bro, you got fucked
That's
over.
wild.
That's where the scam game come in, right? Because motherfuckers is so cold to where.
Cam's about to talk some pimp shit.
Okay, so now I see this famous celebrity model or whatever. You know, I follow her Instagram. I follow all these different social sites, so I can always see whenever she drops something new. Motherfucker will make an account, take this motherfucker's pictures, post them all day, making OnlyFans with the same shit because they're subscribed and all they doing is downloading or screen recording or whatever it is, the content, and now they're reselling this shit and you don't ever see this person. You don't know who the fuck this is behind the other side.
It's the new bootleg.
pussy scammers.
It's the new bootleg.
I mean, you have people running, somebody else running this person's Instagram. You don't think that somebody that's like a Tiana Trump, she's not a small name within porn at this moment. You don't
No.
think somebody else is handling her content?
Right.
They caught her in the jet.
It's
the other
somebody
day. They
with
was
their
roasting her.
email that's booking, doing all their
Right.
talent,
You know,
all their.
She can. I mean, like I've talked to people that work in the sex industry lately. You can spend a week recording shit that'll last you for 3 months. I'm like,
That's kind of
common
what
sense.
my homeboy had realized.
This ain't the small time community shit where there's somebody like, and for some reason it always seems like they in Detroit or Chicago, but the small town people in the hotel that got their own little clique that they filming their own shit. This ain't what that is. This is somebody big, and you like, oh yeah, I'm talking to her. Come on now, Chief. You can look on Trippie Red's Instagram at the time and see she dating him.
Now-
of course she's not
now-
talking
now,
to you.
It's not out of the ordinary, right?
This was
Like
years ago, though.
they may entertain you. They may entertain you just because they want to laugh. They may want to sit up and say, "All right, well, I feel like amusing myself today. Let me see who's in my inbox. Let me see who's in my DMs."
That's
But
how
they
I
don't
feel.
do that. They don't do that on like live.
Nah,
Like, they
they
talk
want-
to random people on live.
I seen them do this like porn stars would get on live with random people.
No, listen,
they
I-
already on their live and they like, well, shit, somebody requested. Let me see what they talking
Yeah.
about. But yeah, they gonna grill you. They gonna fucking make you feel this fucking big if you come with some bullshit. Straight up.
That shit, look, I've seen on Twitter because when I hit 30, I kind of hopped back on Twitter just to see what it was looking like, right? So I had hopped,
chaos.
I had hopped on and I realized, like, damn, you follow a lot of sex workers and you follow a lot of people that used to promote and now they're family men and family women. So, you know, like, I got a
Everybody
weird
grew
dynamic.
up.
I got a weird dynamic on the timeline. You know what I mean? So I'm looking and I'm looking at, like, because I followed Tiana Trump on there and shit from before, and I'm realizing the pictures and shit she's posting, and I'm looking at her comments, and I'm thinking the different type of motherfuckers that will hit up in the comments and, like, send, like, first of all, there's, like, that motherfucker that sends a dick pic immediately, like, boom. Like,
That's weird.
like the comment didn't, like, the post didn't call for one.
I'm having
you
Chinese
just
food.
put
now.
the- but you
Speaking of
just put that on the
would you like to see
Chinese
my
food,
dick?
huh? You know what I
put
mean?
that on the feed?
Yeah,
Like, you didn't
like,
even-
for real shit. Just
Strange
boom,
fruit, bro.
and that's another thing. Twitter is fucking nasty as shit.
No, yeah, Twitter's wild.
Twitter
Because
is
it ain't no
fucking wild.
filter on Twitter. You can post whatever and don't gotta worry about getting flagged.
Then there's a simp motherfuckers that sit there and go, "Oh, wish I was there." Like, no,
Nigga, put the damn screen on full screen.
I would
Then
like
you'll
to
be there.
see.
Just
I
imagine.
would like to see a video of her reacting to all the comments. You know how they do on what is it, like Jimmy
That's
Kimmel
good
or something?
content.
Sit there and let her read her comments and actually respond to some, but like her natural reaction.
Crazy tweet reactions for porn stars. Somebody got to call Jimmy. That's like for. I'll watch the
couldn't-
fuck out.
I
of
might
this
have to
shit.
cut that
I
out.
can see them doing this.
No, that like yeah, I would watch the fuck out.
The last
of it.
time we talked, I talked about putting the podcast and posting it on Pornhub. I didn't do that shit, but that was another idea.
We can make an OnlyFans strictly for the podcast.
I mean,
You can make OnlyFans for everything.
technically.
And then
Which is
we-
crazy because that's really what the fuck the shit's supposed to be for. Like,
supposed to be for
and somebody was
everything.
like, I'm gonna put on here. It's somebody up there like,
I'm
let
gonna
me
put
teach you
my
guys
whole
how
asshole on
to
here.
put together a nice, mahogany table. And somebody was like, you know what would be good up here? My pussy. And then that was it. Like, fucking OnlyFans was destroyed. Like,
people could pay me to watch. Oh, here you go. Look, here's my asshole. Like we know we were gonna have like TED Talks on here. No, I want to show you my asshole. That's what I want you to see. You can talk about that.
That shit go left real quick.
It's somebody up there like, wow, man, I really was gonna start my OnlyFans and teach people about like, you know, astrophysics, and it was like, nah, man, it's titties, though, my nigga.
Like that makes me think like, how terrible are we as a species to where people create things for the betterment of us and we fuck it up within a week.
That's everything.
Clubhouse, everything.
That's
like
every
this is to reconnect
thing.
people for all these positive reasons. And we just turn it to something stupid.
I will never not talk about you Clubhouse niggas. Like that is supposed to be a fucking tool for growth.
Okay, so look. Yeah, tell me about this, right? Because I've seen just different types of people. Like, you know, everybody that in different industries, whatever, if they like some type of management, artist or whatnot, and they talking about Clubhouse. So
what's Clubhouse? Explain that to me.
I go and download the app, and I'm looking at the description of the app. And it's exactly what you said, a tool, you know, for businesses and things like that.
And then niggas.
But you're supposed to get an invite in order to get onto this platform. Yep. And you're not supposed to be able to get access unless you get an invite from somebody else.
Remember when Facebook tried to say you had to have a college email to sign up for that bitch?
Shit just goes fast because Clubhouse blew past that shit in like 2 weeks.
Everybody said this is the new shit. Like Clubhouse is going to be the next wave that takes over as far as social media.
I mean, I think it can because like just for the good side of it. And honestly, if you into bullshit, it's like live action. But like if you're a Twitter person and you like somebody tweeting, it's something different to hear them go blah 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 bullshit. You're just like, oh, I can now hear fucking I don't fucking know who's hot in the streets. Lil Toothpick talk about
Lil Toothpick. That's a pretty good generic name right there.
Yeah, like talk about whatever the fuck don't really matter. But you know, it just adds like an extra element. Like, oh, he was tweeting it, and usually the nigga tweeted in caps, but now he's like, look here, pussy ass fuck nigga. Now you at the house like, ah. But at the same time, it'd be a trip because they'd be like, I was in a group like 2 days ago, and it was like, and those be the shit. Like if you're trying to, I guess, use it for what it's for. It was like maybe 15 people. But I like started looking, and they were like, it was like a podcast / and all these podcast people was voice actors. And I started looking, and it'd be like that shit where you look on like somebody Instagram and they got like, you know, 2,000 followers. But you start looking at this nigga picture and it's like, hey, he in rooms with people. Like this is the guy.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I sitting here talking to like the guy?
Yeah.
And those be the rooms you should sit in. Like everybody be jumping to the rooms with 500 motherfuckers in there, and they talking about, yo, you know, if you use the right glue on your nipple tassels, you know, Modelo doll, whatever the fuck is the hot bitch now, like it be mad motherfuckers in there talking about like weird titty nipple tassels, and the room with 10 niggas in it. Yo, this nigga like invented the color purple, and he just in here like not even the movie. He literally invented the color that is purple, and he's like, yeah, I just want to tell you guys how to maneuver through businesses, and you just be like, hey, why the fuck is this nigga talking to us? Like, this nigga knows.
Like you invented purple, bro.
No, like,
and people will get in there and be like, oh, this is boring. I'm about to go to this other one. No, this is the one you need to pay attention to.
Like, I just sat in there the other day, and they was up there talking about, you know, getting into the game of, like, podcasting, kind of maneuvering through Clubhouse for people who didn't know. And all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, we voice actors. And they're like, oh, if TJ is here, he's a new guy. We're going to make him a moderator. And then I just started following everybody, and this is how I knew it was big, because I was like, it was a bunch of white folks, and they was like, "Hi, I'm, you know, Liz
eager to meet you."
Yeah, I was Liz Swanson, and I started looking at Liz shit, and it was like voice actor for like the past 8. I'm like, this bitch was up here on fucking this bitch might have been Patty Mayonnaise.
He's over here going,
and is a millionaire, and nobody knows.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just up here, and meanwhile niggas be in there like, oh shit, it's goddamn 21 Savage in here talking about.
Absolutely not.
You know, actually, I will say, I shouldn't say 21 being there kind of talking about shit. I give 21 this.
He was roasting somebody the other day.
On but really niggas be in there. This is what I'm never gonna let you niggas be in there and they be like, you know, like back in the day, like at least with Twitter, it was like Titty Tuesday, and it made sense because you saw titties.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like, you know, Twitter After Dark, and the bitch really put a video and like her just busted it open. This is great. Clubhouse is solely your voice, and niggas said, you know, it'd be good for us to just fuck this up, have a moan room.
What? Wait, what?
Oh shit!
There's a legit, and it's become a thing. Like I saw, like it was like posts about it on like Shade Room and all this other shit, that there was moan rooms, and it became so big that there's like a money pot for it.
Yep.
That if you get in the moan room and you moan the best, you can. Niggas was winning.
How you get judged on that? Wait a minute. What's the judging panel look like?
I can't. I can't bring myself to like get into it, but I know it's a thing. It's like win $500-$600 to moan the best, and you really like get in there, and I guess they go, "Hey, you," and you get in there and. and then $500, like
$500 in the cash app,
if
like
you're
that.
doing good, and they gonna judge it like it's a goddamn NBA All-Star game, damn slam dunk contest.
But that's all that shit's on fucking Clubhouse.
What's the actor nigga name? Lakeith Stanfield. They blasted him because he got in there, and apparently they was just like, "Yo, you
did he win though?"
Yeah, they was like, "Why you do like just?" And that blew. I was like, "You rich, my nigga? Why you do that? Like, why you do that? Like,
you gonna steal money for the poor man?
Why did you do that?"
I think you was just bullshitting, but the fact that you're an actor, you do this professionally, and you have a bunch of amateurs saying, not feeling it.
Wild.
Oh boy, sound like what was his name? Greg from Malcolm in the Middle. The one that was in the wheels. Yeah, that's the sound he made. Oh
Trying to moan.
Stop talking.
I think.
Yeah.
By my.
Yes.
I think I'm about to come.
Yes. That's like.
All right, but there's somebody making a killing doing that shit right now, winning competitions back to back to back. Like there's a champion.
I wouldn't
out
doubt
there.
it. Shit.
There's a champion hot dog eater.
People
out
are
there
selling
that's famous
socks,
as fuck.
so it's like shit. If you could do all of that, then.
And it's probably the same white lady that was Patty Mayonnaise.
Who they
back
sponsored
in the
by?
day.
Who they sponsored by?
That's a good point. I never even thought about the voice actors getting in the fucking
Taking that money and
Nah, you
And
can't
then-
do that. That's like amateur versus.
Who's
get in
policing
the-
it? What are the
voice
rules?
actor get in the moan room and then change it up.
Nah, B.
like Moan in the Tommy.
They gotta have
Damn.
they gotta have
Right.
their own category, or they gotta have their own little section.
She said
of
they
the
got-
weight class.
I gotta
they
figure-
gotta have
they
their own
got
weight
Cree
class.
in there. They got Cree Summer in there doing.
Nigga.
You gotta start naming different cartoon
Nigga, that's
characters
crazy.
like Moan and Bart Simpson voice right now. Come on, let me
Exactly.
hear it.
That's honestly that's the group. Like
group
you wanna be in.
now that's the group I'd get it. Like I was sitting in that moment, like bitch, Moan and Darth Vader right now. Like
He don't moan.
Yeah.
He just
I don't hear the mask, bitch.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
give me George Jefferson. You know, like it gotta be random.
You on
No,
some
yeah.
wild shit.
No, you gotta like Donald Duck it right now, bitch. Like
Who would be
I
the
wanna
random?
wow on this motherfucker.
Who would be
right
the random
now,
voice
like,
that you would want to hear? What's one wild out voice that you would want to hear in that situation?
Oh shit,
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Who's old girl that plays the mean lady on Liar Liar?
Do you want to laugh or what do you want to like? You got to think. What are you?
Oh,
in
you
this
talking
for?
about like his boss?
No, the one with the short hair.
Liar, Liar?
Yeah, Liar Liar. He was representing her on that movie.
Oh,
Short hair.
the
But
one
her
that was
voice, though.
Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly.
There you go.
There you go. See, that's the one.
Jennifer Tilly.
I would,
She can get
shit
it
like
like
That's
that.
the thing. Yeah,
That
her
high-pitched
voice
voice.
is pretty dope.
Moan and Jennifer Tilly. That might be the one. Oh yeah, I would do fuck.
I
up
could
shit
probably
like that.
find that on YouTube.
Somebody.
I would want to fuck him up. Like I just had to look that up. I would fuck him. I'd be like, nigga, Moan in Jackie Harry. Moan in fucking Sister's
Jackie
mom.
Jackie
Like yeah, Moan in that right now.
What year though? What show?
227.
227. I want 227, Jackie. I don't want
Actually,
sister.
I like you. That's how you get the game going. Because now you can double up Moan in 227 and then Moan and sister. Like you like yeah like
Show me the
show me
transition.
how the twins got here, motherfucker. Like
Who you taking? Who you got?
I mean, that's hard as hell. Because I would want to pick some off the wall shit, and I can't think of it right now. I know I'm gonna have some random fucking Dexter's Laboratories, like Mandark, Moan and Mandark, my nigga.
I thought you were gonna say Moan and Dexter's mom because she was thick.
All right, so when listen. So
Dexter's mama had that ass.
So we need to stop saying moaning so and then go my nigga because everybody has been doing that shit. Pause on everybody.
Shout out to Dexter's mom.
Shout out to Dexter's mom. Yeah, obviously.
Shit, Dexter's mom, the mom from The
I'm about to
Incredibles.
say Miss Incredible.
Yeah, the Helen Parr had that
Elastigirl.
thing. Yeah.
Elastigirl.
Oh shit.
You think Elastigirl was trash?
No.
Do you think it's real? Because she's Elastigirl, so that means it's not 100% meat. It's elastic.
What if the meat
She got-
stretched though?
she got the shots.
What if the meat is what stretches?
She just blow her thumb and her hips pop out.
That's true.
You think she holds that the whole time, or is like that's not her real figure? She's just like
If she can stretch from here to New Mexico, does it really matter?
I really don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I guess if you know,
I'm not judging
because I feel
her.
like it makes sense though. Like,
As long as she
like
stretches
if you
in the right
think
places,
about,
it's okay.
Right.
She
it
just
makes sense
gotta
because if
stretch
you
it.
fucking what's that dude's name? The fucking you fucking Mr. Incredible, and the nigga can like punch a hole in buildings. You need some like
need some
because
cushion.
you could die.
You need
like,
some
you should
cushion.
fucking
So
die.
she just make her cheeks like big ass pillows. Nigga.
Yeah, because you need to like this nigga can pick up trains. Like,
Right.
Hey, you don't even get
Yeah.
smashed.
Each arm.
yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah, you need that makes. They thought about that. That makes perfect sense. They nasty at Disney because they was like he's
She
super
gotta have a
strong.
fat ass.
Yeah, how is she gonna take dick from a nigga who could like put his dick through a brick wall?
He picks up trains. That's all you need to fucking
With
do.
Yeah.
one arm.
One on.
He was
They have to
chest
take that
flying
into
them bitches
account.
in the yard.
She might not have
Because at
been,
the end of the day, they understand physics over there.
she might not have been trashed. Dexter's mom seemed like she might have been trashed. She take them
Why?
gloves off.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I just feel
And she
like
has
She
short
probably
hair.
got soft
Always
ass
had
hands.
them gloves
She
on.
probably got
I feel
soft
like because I
ass
feel like the
hands.
dad is trash.
She had to
Like
keep
he
him
like
soft.
you know like I feel like he was a weird nigga. Like when you know when they closed that door and then like she matched. Like you know like so she was at least with some weirdo shit. You don't have no kids like that from being regular motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know who else might have been extremely weird? The dad that created the Powerpuff Girls. Like, why did you create three
Oh,
little
the
girls?
professor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the things you can
Something
create,
was
you
wrong
smart
with
enough to
him.
create people. You created three little girls.
I think he was on some pimp shit.
He was trying to. He wanted three
He was
bad
sex
bitches and
trafficking
fucked
children.
up on the
I
back.
think he was breeding them. He gave them all these abilities, this power, and all this shit, right? So they can go out here and
That's
they
a
can go
hot
run the
take.
streets and they can go do all this shit and then they come back home.
My daughter should
He
save the
must have
city,
been mad.
man, but you need to handle my
bitches
rent.
out here
Make sure
saving
you
the
don't never
world.
have
That's
to pay
not
for
what
nothing.
you.
But you think about the
my
things they was
God.
really doing though. Was they really saving the world? A lot of shit was getting fucked up.
They was abusing
They was
monkeys.
destroyed. I was about to say they was beating monkeys.
Nah, they
to
had that
fuck.
fucked up ass monkey. What was his?
They
What
was
was his
abusing
name,
Mojo,
y'all?
dog. They jumped
Mojo
Mojo.
Jojo.
Jojo.
I don't even really remember what he did.
Wouldn't
that
you
was
think
evil.
every
I just
monkey
remember
was
he
bad
beat
after
his
Get him
ass.
dirty every time.
Wouldn't you think every monkey was bad after fucking with him?
Yeah.
He was out
know
here
what?
trying to like.
There was a
He's
lot
a
of
rich monkey
weird
with a big
shit in that
ass
show. Like, you know, like the fucking mayor was always lusting after Miss Bellum.
Okay,
Yup.
so
That
what
nigga-
about Miss Bellum? So we gonna put Miss Bellum in the category with Dexter's mom?
We don't know what her face looked like, do we?
We don't. We never saw her face. It was always
But
the
she
neck
not,
down.
she bad. Like from the neck down though, she bad. She not like Dexter's mom is like dummy thick though. Like she's not like dumb. She nice though. Like you
After,
could-
and this is after kids. After two kids.
After
Yeah.
2 kids.
That's nasty, dog. I mean, in a good way. Like
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the
You think she had the gloves on when they was?
No, I'm saying she keep them on to
soft
keep her hands
hands.
soft hands.
But her
Yeah.
gloves is always on in the show.
it's
Soft
Vaseline.
hands.
It's Vaseline in them gloves. 'Cause
Yeah.
When she get to the room, that's the only time the
some real
motherfuckers
shit.
come
So
on.
the Vaseline that's still left over going weird.
Ain't no leftover. It's sink in, B. What you talking
You
about?
know that's a weird white suburban family. You know what type of nasty degenerate shit you got. Your son has a fucking state of the art lab underground
And y'all don't know about it.
because you're doing terrible shit
Yeah,
in that
What are you
motherfucking
doing
room.
in that room
He's
to
all-
not know what the fuck your
Dog.
son is doing over there?
It
got
be
a whole
rockets
fucking
taking
bat
off in the
cave under the
backyard.
house and
And
No
shit.
supervision. No supervision.
No
Who's raising these
supervision.
kids?
Your daughter's a bitch.
Twirling around, kicking shit.
Your dog, like you have a genius and somebody mentally disabled. She ain't got no motherfucking. She don't
get
got
a
no.
check for her.
Dog, she don't get no.
They get a check for
She
her.
don't get
They
no
get a check for
services.
Didi. Who working?
I've never seen a behavior interventionist show up for her.
Oh
She get
my
no. It's
God.
weird. It's wild out there. That's crazy.
Something wrong with that whole ass family, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, so who would you pick, Buds?
For what?
For the voice.
I already said who.
Who did you pick?
Old girl from
Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah,
Jennifer Tilly.
That was the
Okay,
first
that
one.
was you. Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. I feel like if we could have some type of like
Rosie Perez.
that's
You picking all these high pitched annoying voice. You gonna pick Fran Drescher next?
that's what I was about to the nanny, right?
Hey, what's happening?
Look, bro.
She
Your
survived
eardrums
cancer.
gonna bleed.
Look,
Let
all
her
of
make
them
that
would be
money.
like, what's her name? The one that's Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie.
Oh, put any of them on AMSR or whatever the fuck it's called. Put any of them on that microphone. Your eardrums are done.
Especially Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher should kill you.
On 10.
Imagine having
Like,
her do some ad libs for somebody's song.
What if she don't even sound like that when she moans though?
like just friends?
What if like her moan is totally
whole
different
just
from her?
change-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just fucking
Damn,
changed.
that's crazy.
I need all that.
That'll fuck your head up, huh?
Too extreme.
Yeah.
I'd be disappointed as more than anything.
He wants to be like a consistent. Oh my nigga.
It's like when you're expecting that, and then you get, you know what I mean? It's not the same.
Oh,
That's some whole different shit.
that's wild. That's crazy. That might have been like, if we're talking about voice changes and shit, I know Dr. Dre must have been like losing it when he was fucking Michelle. Like, because of her shit, like, you know, like.
But what if
why
she
he
was
didn't
saying?
stay
What if
long.
her moan was like more of a singing? So then, like, it would just change. You wouldn't even get that.
Yeah, what if that shit what if it goes straight bottom with it low, like when you in there and it's like, damn.
It had
That's
to be
so wild.
annoying. Like I said, he ain't stay long. It had to been bad because apparently, based on the documentary,
beating her ass,
everybody's
man.
whooping her.
Y'all
ass.
seen that documentary? That happens. I
I
didn't see
haven't.
it.
I just heard about damn near everybody she dated was whooping her ass. Like,
But-
that voice has to.
She
have
let
been-
everybody whoop her ass. Listen, at some point,
At some point,
it's her fault, and I hate to say it.
I don't.
I mean, she's staying.
I just
she's
like
staying
I'm
in the
just
same
like,
circle
you have
of people.
to get out of your fucking
You start-
situation like to a
start-
degree.
Once
Not
you start hopping around with everybody like that, it becomes an issue. You fucking with everybody in the crew, and that's why Daz even said it best. Like Michelle fucked up Death Row. That's why Death Row fell apart because of her ass. Like all shit
Don't put
was
that on her.
That's. I'm saying what Daz said. I'm quoting him.
I can blame. I mean, I would
I'm
just
quoting
blame
some shit that was
everybody.
already said.
Right.
You feel me? Somebody already came out and made that public. So I'm just repeating that. Look, Michelle fucked up Death Row, according to Daz. That's just CoolAzzCam repeating that shit. Just for the record.
She the original danger. She fucked the homie.
She fucked the homie. But you see, like, yeah, of course, if you sitting there buddy and you kicking it with the next nigga and all that shit, everybody together at some shit, motherfuckers smiling and winking at you and all this type, of course motherfuckers gonna feel a certain type of way. That's
But was
why
that in the
motherfuckers was getting their ass whooped.
But was that in the documentary though?
It was a lot of that shit was in the documentary.
Because like in the documentary, if somebody was like getting flipped, like, don't you think that should be put out there? Because if they talking about getting their ass whooped, at some point you got to be like, hey, look.
Yeah, but they say it, you know, as, oh, I had a relationship with this person. It's like, nah, you wanted to go and you
I've
cat it
heard
off
that
for the
before.
night.
Where people say they're in a relationship with somebody, but they
you perceive.
You done
that
slid
in a
over there to
relationship.
go fuck with this motherfucker
Like you
because
assumed?
they look good to you at the time and that's what you was on, that's what you wanted to do, and then that's what happened.
You had contractual obligations with this group of people. That's what you had.
Right. So when you know that all these people know each other and then you just did this shit with this person and you told them all of this and now y'all done fucking agreed on something and now you done fucking fuck with somebody else, that's, you know, like, of course that's going to be an issue. And just because y'all famous, it makes it even that much more public. You know, this shit happen every day to regular people.
Right.
It'd be your neighbor next door that got the same type of fucking
I'm about to say
situation
somebody
going
got
on.
this
Yeah.
situation going on right now.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I was gonna say, in that case, I can see Suge dirty macking. Like, you gonna let him treat you like that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because he was already
I
beefing
want-
with Dre on
Yeah.
they little
He
shit,
found-
right?
He
I'll run
found,
all
his,
this.
he found his little.
Come on,
You ain't
come
gotta
out with us
slow
tonight.
down.
We got this other shit going on. Now, you
Which-
sitting over
offering
here.
solo
See-
deals and shit.
Shit
Big
like
red nigga over here coming in like Mr.
Yeah, see,
Kool-Aid.
shit like that
dirty
is where it's
macking
like,
and
you know, not absolving niggas their choices, but come on, nigga, like you was around, you knew this nigga was like, oh man, you know, why do you have a picture of Red? Because bitch, I love saying my office hours is 9 to 5 while I'm beating the fuck out of niggas and socking them out their contract. And your thoughts was like, I'm gonna suck that guy's dick. The guy who's like really just
I'm gonna be
beating
in a
up and like
relationship. I'm
really
with
just
you.
terrorizing fucking the boogeyman of all of hip hop. Like, yeah, that's a good person to be with. This will go fucking fine, nigga. What?
Because you think that your vagina can
regular
control
life.
that person. Like, I think that I'm gonna put something on him and man, I'm gonna have this person in my back pocket.
Yeah, dog, like the nigga who was supposed to, like, out of the two, the more chill nigga was already like, I've learned, like, wow, that was a really cool individual, I thought. And I got, you know, fucking Rick Rocked fucking with him. This nigga's actively crazy. I should probably
Yeah.
sit the fuck down somewhere.
Yeah.
Leave the whole building.
The whole building.
Leave the whole building. I'm not gonna leave the building. I'm gonna go into the next room and I'm gonna just put my feet up on the desk in there. Like, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay long term.
Dog, like, you know, you watch the movie, like, shit, like,
Nah.
Dre was here. Dre built this shit and said, this nigga crazy as fuck. I'm gonna just leave all of this with you. Cause, you know, like, that was a power move, but it's also, I'm not finna fight this nigga. This nigga gonna kill me. And you said, I'm gonna go fuck this guy.
Yeah.
That's okay, Dre. I'm gonna
Everybody
stay.
is fucking crazy, nigga.
I'm gonna
everybody's
stay and
crazy
take care
in
of all
that shit.
this.
Everybody crazy. And the fact that Suge kept trying to get that shit rolling still after all that shit happened. That's the funniest part because it's almost like you saw the wheels fucking rolling and then it just eventually ended up to what it is now.
Yeah.
I would feel worse for the people that jumped on afterward because you remember Corrupt went
They
back.
brought him back as like
And-
the president. You feel me? To
Corrupt
run
went
it.
back, and you had
That's
Left
my
Eye.
main point. Is all the people they got fucking left.
Left Eye had that
Left in
album
the
that she
dust.
never got to put out.
Everybody that thought they had got signed to.
The music industry is like.
So yeah, they
just
had like Crooked
wild
Eye.
shit.
They had
Yeah,
artists.
They
you feel
had
me?
artists.
That shit's crazy. Like every time.
And
you
then
like,
he still had all of the
They
fucking
had
Tupac.
Hobson at some point. I
Shit.
think.
So you know they was gonna keep running with that.
Of course.
The name alone, I mean, I would just be selling merch. Just keep the name and sell merch.
No,
That's
but
it.
did you hear like how like the shit kept getting sold and passed around to where
Yeah.
it was only worth like so much?
Because they just want to buy it just to sell merch.
It was
off
like
the
a
shit.
toy company or something that ended up having
It
it.
was Mattel.
Yeah.
Mattel bought Death Row.
Mattel bought Death Row Records.
Yes. Mattel bought.
And
Death
it was
Row
a
Records.
low ass number too. Like it wasn't
Did
even.
Michelet get a
wild.
fucking Barbie doll?
I will.
Nah.
That's just
Nah, but
She
it,
got a Tickle Me Elmo.
but it ended up going back to somebody, right? Somebody
Voice
ended up
Tickle
going
Me
back in.
Elmo.
And,
Damn.
I believe now at this point somebody went back and bought like the name and the rights and all that.
Oh yeah. No, I think Ray J bought the rights to Suge's story. I think to make it the movie, if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines. But that was it.
Wait, they're gonna make a story.
They were supposed to make a story, and Ray J was buying the rights to be able to tell his story, his size, when he was going to visit him in jail and everything like that, to be able to tell his story.
I would definitely be interested in seeing something like that just to see how they portray everything, because a lot of these remakes and portrayals and things like that aren't really,
Nah,
my cup of tea. And the biggest ones that I feel like are just bullshit be like those Lifetime.
I was just
Oh, yeah,
about to
those
say
What's your
trash.
biggest disappointment?
Lifetime,
Shit,
the
Michael
whole
Jackson
channel.
with fucking Flex.
Flex.
That was probably the worst one of all
That
time.
was the worst one of all time.
There's other ones that are pretty bad, but
that
I
was
think
the
if
worst
you're
one
gonna
of
ask
all
me
time.
worse, that's straight.
I feel like you can't
was
make
the
those
casting
and not
director?
How do you
get the
make
people
Flex?
involved like that was living in the shit.
Like, it's not even like he was the hottest actor at the time or anything like that. Is this the hottest one y'all could afford?
Hey, when he booked
polar
that,
opposites.
how do you think he felt? He was like,
I get to play Mike.
I just I be like when I be thinking about that, like just like the whole process is like, dog, like one, you booked that. Like you grew up on Mike. You know what Mike looks like. Like you know the limits of makeup at that time.
Yeah.
And you willingly.
And then
audition.
even like there's so many moments like you sitting on set and like you go into makeup and then you look at yourself and you say, "Yep,
I'm going out there."
I'm gonna go out there." And then they
kill
were
it.
like, "Cut. We got to redo it." And you redid that shit. Like there were just so many moments you should have been like, "Hey man, I'm not. Are we doing this? Let's not. Everybody should just go. What the fuck are we doing?" That nigga said, "Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and go through with
I'm
this."
gonna go
shit.
ahead and do
I'm
this.
killing this role right
He
now.
didn't think about his family.
He thought he was feeling the
didn't
fuck
think-
out of himself.
Like, your kids got to go to school. Like, that's your daddy up there looking like that? Oh, your daddy? Like, wow.
That's one of the few movies you've never seen it replayed on TV.
Nah, I don't
Have
see
you
that
ever
shit.
seen a rerun?
Never.
You have to go search for that to actually
I don't even
find
think
it.
that you'd have to find it like on YouTube or some shit.
Is that because it's trash? Because Mike
It
did
would
some, like,
definitely
Super
be
Mike
on
shit and
YouTube.
said, don't put that out no more.
It's probably so trash. Mike was like, "Don't even worry about it. Nobody." Will
Okay,
see it."
because
Nobody will watch it. Yeah, he wasn't even worried about it.
Okay, because they always make
Flex to play me.
they make Mike and like
Mike probably picked him.
they make okay.
You know what?
That be the, like when they say
That be the
stories
shit.
about Mike, they be like Mike had was like a weird funny nigga, and it's like those
But
are
he
two-
had certain friends, like in
He
the
knew
industry.
everything that
and
was
I,
going
I
on.
was really
believe
too powerful. Him
Flex
and
was one of
Prince.
them people that really
I'm
knew
about to say,
Mike.
you know who would have made me upset? Prince, because I would have worked on the whole project, and then he'd have been like, "All right, cool, we're gonna put that in the vault."
Have you heard that
No.
Kevin Smith story?
Yeah, I heard the Kevin Smith story. That shit's terrible.
blew my mind. That nigga said, "Come out here, do a whole documentary. We're gonna talk about Jesus."
Nobody
Whoop-de-whoop.
ever saw it.
I thought I used to think that was like a myth and be like, no, bro, it's fucking music videos for
Yep.
albums that have never come out.
Yep.
That nigga, we were hiring people and what the fuck?
Put it in the vault.
That no,
Put it in the vault.
That was the crazy shit. Like Kevin Smith said in the documentary, nigga was like, and I guess like the assistant was talking to him and she was like, yeah, like he lives in Prince land. Like if the nigga
Listen, he has every room mic'd up. Every room is mic'd up in case he has some type of inspiration while he's in any room, and he can just say that shit out loud and it's gonna record what he said.
Inspiration.
Yeah. So
There's also too many stories where niggas just be like, yeah, I was in this house and I was talking to Prince and I looked left and he disappeared. And then I went to the kitchen and boom, the nigga just showed up. I was like, there's like too many consistent famous people. Like I wasn't drunk, nigga. Like I don't know how this nigga maneuvers through space time. Yeah, Prince is kind of like a weird, scary
he's a
nigga.
mythical. He was a mythical being.
No, yeah, they really no. They talk, like I'm almost like this close to being like, yeah, Prince probably went home. I don't think he. He
Yeah,
just said,
hey,
Is
yeah,
he
Prince
really
went. He
dead?
was tired of this shit.
I would believe that if they came out with a list of celebrities that were actually aliens and Prince was on the list, I'd believe the fuck out of it.
That wouldn't even remotely.
Everybody that's insanely talented like that, I would believe off top.
Even like Mike, like the fact that fuck all like the business shit, the music, the fact that Mike was able to like walk around in public in like fucking sparkly whatever outfits and nobody said, wow, they just like, fuck man, Mike. Like Mike got real Crips to show up like that's a
and
date.
so out.
Nigga, that's a, like these niggas was like, yo, time out.
Took the pick and
They
everything.
said,
Nigga,
Yo.
Michael Jackson called. We gotta get there, bro.
What?
Like,
What? The moonwalk nigga. That's crazy as fuck to me.
He wouldn't even know. He was not.
No.
He was Michael.
He was just
Exactly.
Mike.
He was
Mike
Mike.
is-
Like it wasn't no
You
the
talking about
moonwalk.
Little
But
Michael?
no.
Little Michael?
Nah,
Yes.
bro. Mike is
Little Mike.
my friend Ben, Mike.
Then to do shit like, oh hey, Paul McCartney and shit. Like I'm gonna be
I didn't
doing
think
the fuck out of like white folks before like it was popular. Like I'm gonna just take all y'all masters and shit. The Beatles, I don't care. Mike.
I just said, look, this the other day. I said I believe that anything is possible in life, right? Because for somebody, just period, to go out and do things like this, you have something you start with in your career, but you're able to just expand and grow and do so many other things. I'm gonna use Snoop Dogg right now as an example. He just did this wrestling shit. Yeah, he's done other guest appearances and things like that before, but they had this motherfucker jump off the top rope at like 50 something
Snoop
years
can do
old,
anything.
bro.
For the second
That was
time in
trash,
his
by
life.
the way, though.
For the
I
second
saw
time in his
that.
life.
I respect him for it, but that was trash.
Now look, from announcing fucking boxing matches and shit like that, it just showed me. People is giving you a check to go out and have fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You reach a certain caliber in your life to where they're not paying you to come out and perform, to come out here and do this new single or whatever you just put out. No, you coming out to do a guest appearance because it's like your name is just that solidified.
Snoop might be the most famous nigga like ever. Like, well, name a place.
You think now, Snoop?
Yeah, like name a place that you think that you think somebody doesn't know.
More than
Snoop
Mike?
is.
No, I wouldn't say more than Mike, but he for our generation, I
No,
think
not
he's
more than
Mike's
Mike.
status.
Like
Our
alive, who
generation.
alive now is more famous than Snoop?
Or as famous, I say Shaq. Shaq is similar. They pay Shaq to
talking about
come.
American or in the world?
I'm thinking world because like
you
Snoop
talk about
is
the
like
soccer
a,
players. You talking about maybe they're not known like in the U.S. as much as they are in the world, but soccer players like
soccer's like fucking wild
yeah,
elsewhere.
that's
Soccer
like
players are so big, they taking all the NBA dudes' girls. On the
Yeah,
low.
Beyonce's good. Will Smith's good too.
Will Smith.
It's not bad.
I would
Will
say
Smith's a
Kobe
good
too.
submission. Kobe was.
I would
known,
put
yeah.
Kobe on that list. Worldwide,
Mm-hmm.
Pre-retirement.
What artist though?
Will Smith.
Around the world, the U.S.
I think more
Maybe-
people would know Nicki Minaj than they know
maybe-
Queen Latifah right
maybe.
now.
I like Queen Latifah.
Because Queen Latifah, you got to remember, she's done Broadway work.
Oh, that's right.
That's fine.
She's had albums. She's been
John
in
Legend,
big,
if you talking about all that thing.
award-winning
Overall
movies.
career.
'Cause John Legend got he got an award and everything.
That's not bad.
But more famous than Snoop. I don't think
Yeah.
John Legend is that Snoop
No.
caliber yet.
Yeah, I just feel like Snoop literally can't go anywhere and nobody like he would have to go to some fucking weird mountain country
They still
in
know
like
who the fuck
Nepal.
he is.
And they might still
He'd walk
Snoop
up
don't
and they
go.
would see him in the corner like,
Yeah. That's crazy famous.
I mean, Snoop done Martha Stewart, all this type of
Yeah,
shit.
Martha
like Snoop
Stewart
could
did
just do
Snoop. No,
any
fuck that.
fucking thing.
Martha Stewart did Snoop. Fuck that.
I respect that.
You know what
I'm saying for them to have a fucking cooking show and all that shit together, like that's it's pretty dope, man. Snoop done had his own variety shows and shit like that. Like, it's more than just music.
He's done
Yeah,
everything.
like I forgot
He's
Snoop was in the
literally-
porno conversation.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's
He had
literally
TV
done
series.
everything.
He had like
Damn.
yeah, his whole
You're right.
resume is just ridiculous when it comes to
Snoop really
entertainment.
did every fucking thing.
Snoop has done everything you can think
So
of.
it shows that anything is possible in your career, just depending on what you choose to do with your time. Like we said, dude got cameras in every room and mics in every room, just in case some inspiration come up and you want to record some shit.
There's also Prince though. He might be on some freaky shit.
But still, regardless,
Yeah.
depending on whatever you want to use it for, the capabilities are there, the
That is the power
opportunities
of
are there.
Prince.
But if people had that type of mindset and thought like he did and actually did that with their time, then, those results might
And,
be
and a
produced.
nice amount of money as well.
Well, you got to be able to
not
fund to have all of those types of things
Exactly.
anyway. But it's like You start with one, and then you go to the next.
But I'll add on to what you're saying on a more serious note. You have to be cultured in more than just one thing. Because Snoop can do all these things because he's willing to invest himself in all these different areas. I'll watch wrestling. I'll watch cartoons. I'll watch this. I do that.
More open-minded.
For us, we have a lot of people that are famous, but I just want to be famous for this one thing, and I think I have to be this one particular image.
That's when you put yourself in the box, and they say that they don't want to be one-dimensional, but that's what you are when you choose to stay in that one lane forever.
Yeah.
Snoop is super cultured. I'm Big Crip from Long Beach, but I can do a country song over here. I can do a reggae song over I pay attention to everything, and I invest in everything to culture my mind, which gives me the ability to expand my opportunities.
And you still who you are at all times when you're there, and people, that's what they expect you to be. They expect you to be yourself.
People are going to expect you to be whatever image you present to the world. So if you put yourself in a box, all you can continue to give them is that box.
Exactly.
You can't step outside of it.
Yes, sir. Well, shit, man. Look, I want to leave on a positive note. I like that shit. We're going to go ahead and get the fuck on out of here, shit. Y'all want to shout out y'all Instagram or anything like that, man? I appreciate y'all for shooting through, bro. I know it's hard right now, you know what I mean, the current situations these motherfuckers is in. But y'all want to shout y'all Instagram or anything? It is. Real shit.
Just a Dope Ass Podcast on literally fucking everything. I think it's like Just a Dope Ass Pod on Twitter if you're a Twitterer. Chad Awesome,
King Carter,
and that's about it, man. Thursdays 7 to 8 p.m. Live on the Good News Radio Network. Saturdays 3:30 to 4:30, and that's it, man. Come fuck with us, please.
Hell yeah.
He said please, y'all.
He said please.
He said it nicely, with a cherry on top.
Go ahead, Cam. What you got?
I'm CoolAzzCam. Y'all can follow me at CoolAzzCam. I ain't gonna spell it like Punch. Fuck all that. Y'all can follow me on all platforms everywhere. Y'all Google that shit. You know, whatever you like, whatever you want to see, it's there. It's right there for you. Follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture on Instagram. We on Facebook. We on YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got some more content coming real soon. Got some more real dope plans for the FMAT podcast.
Do you always get cooler at the end of every show? Like, I just feel like you like pour it on. Like, this is CoolAzzCam.
I don't know, man. I feel like
there's a reason why he got the name.
I was like, damn, this motherfucker just was like, we were talking this whole time. Nigga, like, I'm gonna get extra cool.
I'm gonna tell you, Punch told me, hey Cam, this your time where you just gotta like throw it on. You gotta put the character and just be as cool as possible. So that's how I end the show. Just real smooth, you know.
It's gonna be like when niggas get like to be like a gajillionaires and like the fucking FMAT podcast is like ridiculously huge. Be like, man, why are these bitches taking their panties off like at the end of the fucking show? Like, it gets real. We cover all fastest, and at the end, at the end, you gotta wait to the end of the show, girl, because it gets real.
They waiting for minute 56.
Yeah, nigga, get real quiet storm at the end of the show. Like,
you just called this nigga Kevin Slow Jamming James.
CoolAzzCam would like some shit like that. Oh yeah. Anyways, man, y'all can follow me at I am DJ Punch on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabam Boo, baby. Make sure you follow the podcast as well at the FMAT podcast. Make sure you follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Hit us up. We definitely hit you back. We out this bitch. Peace.